All right, good afternoon. I'm Elizabeth. These are my teammates Quinn and Julia, and together we are Stride. So we're going to start off with a little bit of audience participation. So if you will, close your eyes. Now, imagine it's the year 1999. You need a job. So you go out looking for we're hiring signs, browse job postings on bulletin boards, and clip ads from a local newspaper. The next day, you wake up, and suddenly, it's 2019. Open your eyes. 20 years later, the technological landscape has changed drastically. Before, only half the country owned a computer, and now 95% of Americans carry around a 5-inch computer in their pockets. So, how would you feel going from clipping ads in a newspaper to find a job to navigating online job boards when you've had little to no experience with modern technology? At this point, you'd be considered digitally illiterate. This feeling of confusion or discomfort you may feel is similar to that of citizens returning to society after being incarcerated for 20 years. To help returning citizens navigate this landscape, we propose Stride, a self-paced, tablet-based, redesigned, inclusive digital education. We're taking existing digital literacy education material, reorganizing it, redesigning it, and creating a module-based platform that can be downloaded onto existing prison hardware, such as you're holding right now. Stride modules promote education of basic computer skills and advanced technological skills such as IT and CRM software training. The Stride curriculum consists of 12 modules. The first portion of the curriculum is structured to meet the requirements of the North Star Digital Literacy Assessment. North Star is currently the exclusive provider of digital literacy certification and is a certification program recognized officially by employers. The second portion of the curriculum is focused on teaching advanced technological skills that will set our students apart from other job applicants. The modules will be moderated by an instructor recruited from universities and volunteer programs. And our users will have the chance to ask questions and receive feedback through a secure forum on the platform.
The employment landscape has changed drastically from being mostly paper-based to largely online. However, experience with technology, you need to be able to, understanding technology and being able to experience technology is important to understanding how to apply for jobs. Currently, of current job seekers, 79% reported using online resources and information. But if you've never had that experience, that technology can serve as a barrier. Currently, there are 2 million incarcerated individuals in the United States. Of those 2 million, 1,666,000 will return to prison within 5 years of their release. However, if those individuals have access to technology that can help them to better adapt to the changing times, we can reduce that number by 43%. The Michigan Department of Corrections we're confident that we can make a difference within the Michigan Department of Corrections because the GED, which is mostly computer-based, has incorporated tablets within the prison system and has significantly increased their scores. The Michigan Department of Corrections has also also knows that they need to increase their technology within the prison education, and we want to make Stride part of that acceleration.
At 4 facilities in Michigan, Adobo, a secure tablet technology system, is being piloted. As part of this pilot program, Adobo tablets come at no cost to the inmates, but instead are available for daily checkout. Adobo provides the hardware as well as the software to support in-prison digital education, and Stride will be in addition to their current applications provided. While in Michigan correctional facilities, workforce development packets are built for inmates who participate in job skills training. These packets contain certifications earned by the inmates and are presented to them upon release. We plan to partner with the Michigan Department of Corrections to become a part of their employment readiness program and to make the North Star certification a part of their packets. As a nonprofit company, through this partnership, we will gain access to their employment readiness program budget, which is funded by government funding and other funding sources. We are confident that the 4 core features of Stride will gain us access to this partnership, but there are 2 features that make us one of a kind. Our employment-centric curriculum ensures that we are tackling one of the key factors causing recidivism, lack of employment after release. And our integration with Adobo means that Stride is completely free for users and that it won't be limited to only those with the financial means to purchase a tablet. We have confirmed our design of Stride and validated our ideas through user testing. And with continued user feedback and iterations, we'll be able to complete the final design within the year. With your support, we'll be able to start development of Stride, so we can start the negotiations with the Michigan Department of Corrections and see Stride become a reality. By year 2, we plan to be fully integrated into the Employment Readiness Program and to pilot Stride in 4 facilities. Adobo tablets will be in every Michigan prison within 10 years, and we plan to scale with them and become statewide and eventually nationwide. We are confident that we are a team ready to take this on. Elizabeth's love for and knowledge of education led us to explore that field as a way to address high rates of recidivism. Quinn's experience with design research and marketing allowed us to follow the product development process with a focus on user experience. And my experience working with the Prison Reentry Project, an on-campus organization, has allowed us to create these relationships with people who are now crucial partners. Through my digital literacy workshops for returning citizens, I have seen firsthand the impact of not being digitally literate in a world that demands it. Bridging the gap in knowledge of and familiarity with technology, Stride will help individuals navigate job employment more easily and more confidently, setting them up for success after release and closing that revolving door. Thank you. Our biggest competitors right now are actually the tablet you are holding, JPay, because they do provide in-prison tablet education. This is not an Adobo tablet. But our main thing is JPay tablets are only for those that purchase them. So that's why the tablet is outside of prison walls right now, is because it belongs to somebody. Adobo, those tablets, they are supporting of new applications, but they don't create their own material. But other than those 2, there's other tablet technology, but nobody's in the space of education like we are.
So if you go back, it's a very compelling argument, and it makes common sense to me, what you're saying. Go back, so there are devices, such as the one you've shown us here, that are exclusively permitted within prisons. And is that Adobo? Is that the name of the company that's doing that?
Yeah.
And they're providing these devices. And there's a different company that's providing the full education software package.
Yeah, Adobo, they have their own software, but you have the ability to put your own programming on it. So even their customer or their user is not only the inmates, but also are the prisons themselves. So if they wanted to add any of their own programming,
Right,
they can do that as well.
but they may add the high school graduation
Mhm.
curriculum and things like that.
Yep.
But on the computer literacy piece, that's a software package provided by North Star, was it?
So currently, North Star, that's just an assessment. There's no curriculum or education around it.
Okay, so where's the curriculum come from?
Our curriculum?
Well, to achieve that certification, I'm making this up.
Yeah.
You just told me.
Right now, there's not really a good education program for digital
So
literacy
you guys are
specifically.
going to develop that whole curriculum?
So we're
to
taking,
teach confidence?
right, yes. So we're structuring our curriculum around the assessment, but we're taking existing digital literacy material. So we're not coming up with that ourselves, but there are good online courses right now, like from Microsoft and Allison, that we would pull from.
To steal Steve's question, that's available to you from intellectual property and copyrights point of view?
Yes, so we would have to buy some of the rights to it, yes, but essentially we would be able to get it, yeah.
And I would like to add that I've been leading these digital literacy workshops for re-entering citizens, so not while inside. But I've seen the curriculum that we're using, which we're pulling from North Star, and it's been working, and I'm pretty sure every workshop I end and I ask, is this helping you? And I've received positive responses.
So you mentioned nonprofit as the business model. Can you talk a little bit about why you chose that?
Sure. So we decided to go nonprofit because we're not looking to gain anything from the company, really. We're mostly looking to create an opportunity for these prisoners to have a better life and indirectly improve things in society, like the tax burden, or there's a tax opportunity, I have it in a slide, for employers. So, I'm sorry, this is gonna take a minute. So employers are benefited from it, and the financial burden of prisons would be reduced. So it helps on a state, a federal level, and generally having fewer people in the system is good for everyone.
Category, Steve's question, how is this a sustainable, ongoing organization? How are you gonna, get started, how are you gonna grow, how are you gonna pay yourselves, how's this gonna happen?
Sure. So initially, we need funding to develop the program itself. And then once we're able to pilot it and have a partnership with the Michigan Department of Corrections, we would be a part of their employment readiness program, which they have a very big fund for. So we would be funded through them and be able to continue updating the program with that money. And then the instructor would come from universities and volunteer programs, like I said. So we're planning on having the Prison Reentry Project, having one of those positions be the instructor. So that's the organization that Julia works with. Yeah.
So,
Go
yeah,
ahead. Go ahead.
I feel like I don't know enough about the prison population to ask like smart questions about it. So this is something they get while they're in there,
If they purchase it, yeah.
and then they can take it out.
If they, that's the JPay one, and for those, yes, they are able to take those out because they own it.
So, like in my experience, this is my experience, in community support programs, we try to give the populations, like the kids that we're training in after-school tutoring programs, the same tools that the public is getting out. For instance, we have an after-school program, and all the kids in the elementary school are on their apples. So we use apples because we want these kids to feel at parity with those kids. So I'm wondering if, are you committed to have to use this weird thing? You can't give them iPads, like, no, because it's prison?
Yeah,
Yeah.
not really, it has to be.
Those are on a secure network, and
Okay, so there's a lot of stuff I don't know. So
Yeah.
I can't ask you.
That's also a mini. They're larger typically.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a bigger size.
It sounds like a great idea. There's a local group in Ann Arbor called Brighter Future.
Okay.
Do you know them?
I've heard of
Ann Arbor
them.
Women's Group?
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
I would look to them for funding too, because they're trying to address this Michigan prison depopulation. What's the right word?
Reentry.
Reentry issue, and they're a fantastic group, and they're really trying to work on this kind of,
Yeah.
like, educational stuff, so it's called a Brighter Future.
Yeah, we know we have the public on our side. There's a big push for it. And we asked every interviewee we had, volunteer retention, what does that look like? And they just do, this is something people care about, so.
Yeah, I really like the statistic that you mentioned, about, the reentry process and then them going back to prison if they don't have some tangible things to hold on to their job. So I appreciate the new presentation, Mike, that you guys all presented, so good job on that. I'm not feeling the 501c3 angle, so we can talk about that, but how is the software tied to the GED? Because like you mentioned, GED is obviously now all digital.
Sure.
But how is that, so can you talk a little bit more?
Yeah, so that essentially was to show that our system will be valuable because, so in the Michigan prisons, they introduced some tablets, and now that the GED is computer-based, they were seeing a really sharp decline in scores. But then once they started incorporating those tablets, they saw a really sharp increase, and they believe that it's because of familiarity and comfort with technology, period. Yeah.
So, are you guys, do you want to make a living doing this, or do you just want to, because the 501c3 thing is a really big difference from having even L3C, which is a different kind of company with a mission, but it forces you to be running a profit and running it like a business. So, I think you really need to consider that, because
So I really think through business models that could allow you to accomplish the same ends, but give you a sustainable revenue, break even, maybe even profitable, so you can invest.
If I could speak to that, we did think briefly about partnering with North Star. So having our curriculum associated with them and having them fund us. But we decided against it, and we realized that there are probably going to be more digital literacy assessments that pop up, so we didn't want to just put all of our eggs in one basket. But I think there are viable options to go a nonprofit route.
A friend of mine is, runs prisons, and, you know, when they've had inmates in there for a long time, they go to leave, and whatever money they had when they came in, they go to pay them out in today's dollars, and the inmates will say, what is this funny monopoly money with these big pictures on it? I want real US currency, and they say, you know, this is what the currency is today, and they have always a really hard time with it, because the articles that they saw 20, 25 years ago were very different than they do today.
It's a whole different world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,